everybody, welcome back to my channel. So first off, thank you so much for tuning in, checking out this channel, this video, seeing what it's all about. Second of all, I just hope that everybody is staying safe and is healthy and is doing their best during these times right now. So this video is going to be all about TTC. So anybody who's been watching or who is a frequent watcher, you would know Bryce and I, my boyfriend, are trying to conceive. We've been trying to conceive for what feels like an eternity, although I know there are other people who have been trying a lot longer than us. But on this journey, there's been lots of things that we have tried, lots of things we have done. And so I was just kind of reminiscing. And the reason I was reminiscing was yesterday I was watching Friends. Anybody know this show? I love this show. I have like 4 series that I like repeatedly watch over time. I like wait like a few months in between and stuff like that. I'm weird, I know. But anyways, it got to the part in the show where Monica and Chandler are trying to have children, and they go to a fertility specialist to see if they even can have children. And that started bringing up a lot of emotions, I guess, as well as flashbacks, because if you watch one of my videos, Bryce and I have gone to a fertility specialist, and it just brought back that whole experience for us. In the end, Chandler and Monica cannot have children. Monica has an inhospitable environment, and Chandler's sperm are lazy, basically. And I know it's a TV show, but here I am sitting on the couch crying, watching this episode, because it brings up so many emotions. When I look back on our experience with our fertility specialist, things were, I guess you could say, better of an outcome. We had a better outcome. We were told there's no reason we can't have children, and that everything is fine with both of us. His sperm were very spry, and my body was very hospitable. Everything was going the proper ways and doing everything it should. And so there was no reason. We had options though. There was keep trying and see what happens. There was IUI, there was IVF, surrogacy, and then of course adoption. And going through all of that, at the time, when I look back, I was pissed at that answer. Like, I'm so grateful that everything is fine with both of us, that we can have children. But I was also pissed because like I was looking for a reason why this wasn't working, why we were struggling for so long, when I've literally, besides YouTube, I've never known anybody to struggle for this long or try for this long. So I was really upset with that. I was like, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a way. After the appointment, of course, and kind of Bryce and I talking about our feelings and getting it out on the way home, I realized it really was a blessing in disguise. You know, we can have children. We just have to keep giving her a shot and keep going. But our options for IUI here in Canada is $5,000 each time. And it's not covered under any insurances, and you can only do it 3 times. IVF is $10,000 each try, not covered under insurance. You can do this for like more than 3 times. I can't remember how many times they'll let you try, or how, I guess it kind of depends on how your body is as well. There's surrogacy, which we were both like, nope, not gonna do that. And then there's adoption, which we never ever have taken that off the table. So on our drive home that day, we just decided we need to wait more time. You know, I did a lot of research, obviously, through this whole TTC journey, and there are people who try for a lot longer and do become successful. We also needed time to save up for IUI or IVF. We weren't going to drain our savings just to try one round of one of them. And I, like, now with the way things are, I'm super happy we didn't, but we decided we would make a separate saving funds account, and we would put money into there and save up a good amount and then kind of decide where we're at that time. Like, who knows by the time we got to the amount we wanted it to be at, if we would be pregnant, if, you know, something else would have happened, like, we don't know, right? So that was our decision. But because of watching this, I did this whole look back. I cried like a baby because that's just me. I'm very emotional. And I just decided, I'm like, let's have a look back. So we sat down and did a look back of everything on our TTC journey so far. And I thought that it would be kind of fun to kind of go and do like a throwback, going like a rewind of everything that we have done, tried during this journey to, you know, try and get pregnant. And for some it's worked, for others it hasn't. You never know, it just depends on you. And so I'm going to stop right here. Anybody who does not enjoy anything TMI or who is, you know, sensitive to stuff like that, I 1000% understand, but I will get into a little bit of TMI stuff here. So this is kind of your warning. It's going to come up. So, you know, if this isn't your thing, click on out of here. Anyway, so I thought we would kind of start with products that we did try. And I will kind of comment if we're still using them. So number one is the prenatal vitamin. Been taking that since like way before we even decided to start having children. Currently still taking that. I also bumped up about 4 months ago. I started taking folic acid on top of prenatal vitamin. Some people call this vitamin B12, but it's also folic acid. Still currently taking folic acid. Then we started with Ninja Red. I'll show a picture up here because I'm out and waiting for an order. Now this is a Young Living product. We were kind of on and off with taking it before trying to have kids and kind of throughout the journey. But the more research I did and the more women I've talked to in the Young Living community, I shouldn't use quotations. I don't know why I do that. I'm sorry. In the Young Living community, really had a lot of success with taking Ninja Red. It has a bajillion health benefits. I could go on forever about why it's actually really, really good for you and the benefits Bryce and I have experienced because of it. But it's something we've been taking. Also, I started this at the same time of the folic acid. So about 4 months we've been taking this. It's just a little shot every morning that we have, and we go on about our day. We both take it, and it tastes really good. So it's really not like a big deal. Next thing we tried is maca powder. So I just ordered this off of Amazon. It's like this gelidized powder. I've gone over this before. This powder is awful. Okay, let's just go rewind. It's not like awful, but it does not taste very good. It does not smell very good. It is not too bad, I guess, if you mix it in with orange juice, but not my fave thing in the universe, this guy. Not at all. We took a teaspoon every morning and put it in a glass and whisked it in with orange juice and just like chugged her back and went on about our day. It wasn't like the end of the universe, but it was not neither of our favorites. Neither Bryce nor I really, really enjoyed taking this. However, if you watch How I Got Pregnant videos, in there are countless women that swear by maca powder. It's M-A-C-A, just in case I'm saying it wrong, that's how you spell it. They swear by it. They love it. It worked. That's what they use, and they got pregnant that month. And so we were like, well, what the heck? I bought every one of these that I've used so far off of Amazon. So you can get them for pretty cheap. You can get 2-for-1 deals, stuff like that. Another thing we decided to use, and I did a video on this, was the Athena cup, or I guess better known as the menstruation cup. Told you guys. So here's my thing on this. We did try it. We did use it a couple times. I don't like it. I personally don't like it. Here's my thing. Just sticking a big thing to permanently stay up there while you are asleep. It feels like I'm being stretched out in there. And I know that's silly, and like people are like, oh, you're so funny and everything goes back to normal. I just can't subconsciously like let myself do that. And so we only use this 2 times, and it's been sanitized, washed, and never been used again. So it's just hanging out in my cupboard. I cannot make myself even put it in anymore. I can't. And so it wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't like I paid a boatload of money. I bought this again off of Amazon, picked the one with the best views, the best results kind of thing. I couldn't use it. So we only used this twice. I think we used it in December. Yes, December. And I haven't used it since. Guys, I cannot stress how I couldn't do it. It just, I don't know, it's like a mental thing for me. I just couldn't do it. I'm weird. I know. I'm trying to have a baby and push a huge thing out of my vagina, but I cannot stick a Athena cup up there for overnight. Just can't do it. It made me feel uncomfortable. Plus the next day taken out, I was very like sore. Like it didn't work for me. So cancel that out. Next thing I decided to do, if you also are a frequent watcher of my videos, I'm big into health and fitness and changing our life around to be better, for the better. And so both of us, well, me mostly, but I have a lot of fruit shakes during the day. I really love my fruit kind of protein kind of booster shakes. And so I decided that I would try two things that a lot of women were including in their how I got pregnant videos. Again, with the quotations. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, so I purchased flaxseed. And this is something I also bought off of Amazon. It was a 2-for-1 deal. Super awesome. I enjoy the flaxseed. I've also been using the flaxseed for, I guess, yeah, it'd be like 4 or 5 months I've been using it in my smoothies. And I really enjoy the benefits of it just all around. It's really good for you. You can look up the benefits. I won't go into detail, but I really, really like it for more than just trying to get pregnant. So I throw this in my smoothie. Another thing people are saying is chia seeds. So I throw those in there too. Chia seeds are, again, have a bunch of benefits for you. Not going to go into full detail on there, but they have a lot of benefits. Really, really like it. So throw this in my smoothie. I bought these around the same time, so I've been using them for the same amount of time. And it was also a 2-for-1 deal on Amazon. And yeah, I also sometimes put chia seeds in my water. I love water, but after a while, sometimes you get annoyed. Like, it's not the same as drinking something. So if you throw these in there, a little bit of crunch, I don't know, I like it. I'm weird. Another thing I use, but I do not have anymore, is a thermometer. I'll throw a little picture of the app up here, and the best picture I can get off of Amazon. I purchased it off of Amazon. Came highly, highly recommended. I liked it because you could set yourself a reminder. It went off every morning. You were supposed to use it. But if we go back a ways, I said I would talk about the things we're not using anymore and why. See, here's why. I already explained why we're not using the menstruation cup, Athena cup, whatever cup you want to call it. That's why we're not using that one. Not using the thermometer anymore because I literally ignored it every morning. I always set it for like 2 minutes after my alarm would go off every morning. And it also went off 3 minutes before my alarm went off. But I would just never, ever grab it. And I would never remember to do it. And it just wasn't my thing. It wasn't flowing with me. It wasn't working for me. It wasn't going well. So my friend has it now. She's using it. It's an awesome thing. I will definitely put the picture and stuff off here off of Amazon. A lot of women really love it. The app is amazing. It's made for getting pregnant, but just for me, it just wasn't working. I wasn't remembering to use it or to take my temp. It just wasn't working. So the thermometer is a basal body temperature. You do need to know that for getting pregnant, but it just was not working for me. The next thing was the maca. I said, Bryson, I don't take this anymore. Yeah. Just wasn't, at the end of the day, it was like forcing him, and then I was internally forcing myself. I couldn't take it anymore, couldn't do it anymore, so we laid off that. Sticks that I bought off of Amazon. I'll throw a picture up here of the package that I always buy. It comes with pregnancy tests too. I took ovulation sticks like you wouldn't believe, kept track, kept my apps updated. I have the Ovia app that I always kept updated, as well as the Glow app. Those are my 2 apps that I use for ovulation and getting pregnant. They're both highly recommended. Both of them have different benefits. I like them both, so I keep them both, so I use them both. However, I do use the ovulation sticks like clockwork. I guess I shouldn't say that, but I do use ovulation sticks quite regularly. I really enjoy those. I never forget to take those. I actually lay it out on the sink in the bathroom, like the package, not a used one, but the package. And then in the morning, I'm always the first one up. So I get up, take it, go about my day. By the time I get changed, it's ready to go, take my pictures, add it onto my app and go on. So I really, really enjoy the ovulation sticks. And then we also use pre-seed. I'll put a picture up here. I like pre-seed, but you know, it kind of makes your partner just get there sooner, I guess you could say, which I mean isn't the end of the world, but it's made for trying to get pregnant, and so it's a really good lubricant you can use. Didn't use it quite, like we don't use it quite that often, but sometimes we and then in the bedroom things we tried, I did a lot of research on this too. There's literally no doctor, no nothing saying that a certain position is going to get you pregnant. There's no proof, there's no nothing that that's ever in the history ever worked for anybody. But for some people, they swear by certain positions. And so we were kind of at the point where they're like, why not? Let's give her a shot. So one thing we tried was doggy style. That didn't work. But the big thing that I seen on 4 videos was, and here's where the TMI come in. Big red warning, TMI, guys, is you do your thing, have sex, and obviously he, you know, ejaculates inside of you, and then he doesn't pull out right away. So the thing is, you kind of just lay there a little bit awkwardly. We got pretty good at laying there like that, but lay there pretty awkwardly, and you just kind of let the penis kind of like, you know, slowly deteriorate out. You don't pull it out, you just kind of let it flow out. And then I always, and I've never stopped doing this, is put a pillow under, we have a big one, I kind of fold it in half and flunk it under my hips, kind of under your lower hips, and have my legs kind of up in the air. Again, not a proven technique, doesn't say it's gonna work. I just feel like mentally I'm giving the little guys a little bit of help to get to their destination. So those are the things in the bedroom that, like, we haven't tried anything crazy like so. Anyways, going back, all the way back, on our drive home, I really kind of got in the mind and the mental state that I needed to do more research. I needed to find more things to get us pregnant. So I did a whole video on this, and I'll stick the picture up top, and hopefully I can figure out how to stick the link below. I'm working on it, guys. I'm not very tech savvy. Like I said, everything's done on the iPhone. That's it. Anyways, so I did a whole video on different products that I found. So basically, there's one that is a bracelet you wear. It tells you your temperature when you're ovulating, your sleep patterns, all that. It has an app that comes with it. It tells you all this. Again, it has a very high success rate of getting women pregnant. There's another one that you insert inside vaginally. It does the same thing. It comes with a little bit of a higher percent of pregnancy, of it getting people pregnant. And then there are the people that you can find. So I found Sarah on Facebook. She has a very high percentage of helping people get pregnant. Heidi Brockmere, another one. She has a very high percentage of getting people pregnant. These are extra things I found, as well as foods that you should and should not eat. Based on all of this information, about, I would say, mid-January, we hit like a wall, or I hit like a wall. We came to a point where we've done, and Bryce is absolutely amazing. I can't say this enough. The best partner I could have ever asked for, really, in this journey. However, we both came to a point where it was enough. Our relationship was suffering. We were both suffering. It was like an overload of things we have to do, and we have to take, and we have to try, and we have to monitor, and It just kept going on and on and on. So I did do a video where we worked it out, talked about the effects this TTC journey has had on us personally and our relationship. Our relationship is in a good spot. We do a lot more communicating. We've done really, really well. Again, 90% of it is Bryce. He's so amazing. But we just decided like losing our relationship and losing that good spot together is not worth it. And we needed to back off. Things needed to back off. Things needed to kind of just, whoa. So we stopped taking the maca powder, stopped using the the Athena cup. I was never using the thermometer in the big anyways. It was like big struggle. Only used the pre-seed when, it was like we were forcing ourselves. We ended up not doing it every single night on the 5 days you're ovulating. There was no forcing it. We started focusing on other things, renovations in our house, being healthy and fit, each other, working on us as a relationship. And I've got to say, it has probably had the best outcome for us, really. And it's funny because we basically stopped trying, right? Because still taking the ovulation sticks, still taking prenatal folic acid, the chia seeds, flax seeds, but it wasn't like I was like, oh, I have to take these because, if I don't take these, I'm not going to get pregnant. It was like, oh, just throw this in my smoothie today, add a little extra flavor. We just took that step back and basically we stopped trying while trying. And I have to say, for everybody, TTC is a hard thing. It's one of the hardest things I think I've ever went through in my life. That's a lie. It's not, but it's one of the hardest things. And it's not the hardest, but it's one of them. And it will take a toll on you mentally. It will take a toll on your partner mentally, and it will take a huge toll on your relationship. Some people, they fight through. We, thank God, thank you, we did, and we're in a better place. It's not to say we're perfect, because we're not, and that we don't have fights, because we do. But it's just saying that TTC part that was constantly weighing on us, we pushed it away. We got rid of that, and we worked through that. And you have to remember what's more important along this journey. There are options, right? We got IUI, we got IVF, and we got adoption. There is that slowing down period, and without saying anything, it's been the best possible thing, the best possible outcome for us. So going back on our journey, it's been very long. Like I said, we've tried a bajillion things, and some of them we really liked, some of them we not so much. And it just comes all down at the end of the day to you and your partner and what works for you guys and how much you're willing to spend and how much you're willing to try, right? So it's just something to keep in mind. I will say good luck to every single woman, baby dust to all of you who are trying. I feel for all of you and I understand. If any woman who is trying to conceive right now or who has been in the same situation as me wants to leave a message down below or find me on the other things that I put in the description box as ways to connect with me, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, my email, and we can talk. I really, really feel like being able to talk to someone who's in the same situation or who's been in that same situation is amazing. Another thing I will say that I really, really think was a big helper also after fixing us was letting more people in on what was going on. Letting my close girlfriends know, we're trying to conceive. I have 2 people that knew, and that was it. And they, we were very quiet about it. It was never talked about, except just between the 3 of us kind of thing. And letting a few more people know, my sister know, my cousins know that I'm very close to, one other friend know that we're trying really opened up stuff for us. And I have another friend to let know too, and it really opened it up. It really, really helped us. Same with Bryce, letting at least one person know, just kind of getting that out and being able to flush it off and talk about it a bit really, really helps too. I know we were kind of people that like, we didn't want to share that. We didn't want to kind of put that on people. We didn't want anyone to feel bad for us or to pity us or any of that. We didn't want none of that. But at the end of the day, letting those people know gave us a lot more support. So just things. So this was like a flashback video of our TTC journey thus far. It's not super exciting. It's not super exhilarant. It's just a flashback as long as with products. I will have pictures flushed in there for everybody of the things I didn't show. And yeah, I just really, really hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on your way out, which gives my channel some support, as well as hitting the subscribe button at the bottom so you can watch more videos like this. I'm uploading new videos once a week, usually every Wednesday, depending what we got going on. As well as I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy out there, and I will see you soon.